Hey GV, welcome back to this week's Eagle News.
We've got a lot of important and exciting things to go over.
So let's jump right into it.
So rumor has it, Punxsutawney Phil is calling for early spring this year, Kenna.
No way, I love spring.
Me too. And you know what that means, spring sports are sneaking up on us.
The spring sports season officially starts on February 26th, so keep an eye out for information for your sport.
The cheer and dance team are finishing out their winter seasons this week with their trip to nationals in Florida.
Good luck to you, girls.
Just a few other days for your calendars, students will be out of school on February 12th for an in-service day.
And also on February 19th for President's Day.
On the 19th, we also have a huge event going on.
NHS will be hosting the Tata Basketball Tournament, a fundraiser for Annabelle Tata.
For more information, check out the Instagram page at aball_tourney.
Coming up in March to kick off spring break, student government will be hosting GV's first Mr. Eagle competition on March 15th.
So be sure to show up to these events and show your support for our Eagles.
Hey Brandon, do you know it continues to work even after it's fired?
No, I'm not sure.
A neuron!
Let's go get educated on the brain with Mr. Small.
Good. Get educated segment.
Hey Coach, obviously with our Chiefs in the Super Bowl this year,
Go Chiefs.
they've had a really competitive season and lots of hits during the year, lots of head trauma, and I've seen a lot of things about like CTE circulating. Could you expand upon that?
Yeah, so actually it's kind of funny you say that. In our biomed classes we talk a little bit about this, and one of the things with CTE, it's repetitive head trauma, right? And so steps the NFL has taken over the years to kind of reduce that. You see that a lot with like the increased roughing the passer calls and all these classic fans getting so mad about like they won't even let them play defense anymore. They can't hit anybody. Well, it really it goes back to this conversation where the NFL is just trying to protect their players and the integrity of the game and the life, the post life of these athletes as they move past football and what life looks like for them. So you'll see this with like the Guardian caps that you'll see our football players wearing at practice and things like that. You'll see it when they're showing highlights of people as they're preparing for the Super Bowl and they're at practice. They'll wear those Guardian caps when it's not the real game. But really CTE is just that repetitiveness, right? So like as the brain is setting in your skull, it's not solid in there. It actually can move. And so whenever you have a head injury, that brain will smash up against the hard skull, right? And there's a bruise that forms, and that's what you hear concussions and things like that. Well, you do that over and over and over and over, and repetitively, that brain gets really good at starting to move in there a lot, and then it's constant injury, head trauma. It can lead to this stuff we call CTE. And what's interesting is we've gotten better about being able to diagnose that through brain scans and MRIs and stuff, but really the best way to do it is post-mortem. After someone has died, they can, they call it a gross examination, where they take the actual organ, in this case the brain, out and look at it, and it can give them some hints as to what's going on inside there.
Perfect, thanks Coach. And you guys just got educated.
Wow, thank you to Coach Small for keeping us educated.
Check back next week for our next amazing guest.
Speaking of education, seniors, we know it's time to start looking into our future education.
College is expensive, so don't forget to fill out all the scholarships you can apply for.
There are still some local scholarships that are available now and open until March 1st.
Check your emails from Miss Hipster for more of this information.
And don't forget to fill out your FAFSA application.
If you need any guidance for graduation and looking into your future path, you can always schedule an appointment with your counselor.
Before we go, we wanted to go over a few more things going on here at GV.
Student government is running a few fundraisers right now.
With a football throwing challenge to win lunch bought by the admins.
And Valentine's grams to gift the special person in your life.
Both fundraisers will be running in the Commons for the rest of the week.
Lastly, if you sign up for the February ACT, this is your reminder to come studied and prepared.
GVHS is a testing location this Saturday, so if you're taking the test, we will see you there.
Well, that's all we have for this week's news.
As always, thanks for tuning in.
We'll see you next time.
I'm McKenah Sears.
And I'm Lanear.
And we are GV.